In the Second City of Lights, or the City of Second Chances, the cooler not only lives up to its name, but illuminates that which wishes to remain hidden. Many films have showcased a city to drape around itself. Las Vegas, in both its filth and glory, has been the backdrop for many such films. And although the glitz and glam of a city like Las Vegas typically is a trademark of the city, any film worth its salt understands that it is its characters which fuels its city's persona. It seems most of the time when we see characters portrayed in this city, they are either the common man, visitors, used to show the stark contrast between us and this crazy city, or they are the historical wise guys who founded it. Even though the cooler falls more into the latter, it breaks the mold to a degree, unveiling those locals who have been swallowed up by it. Case in point, our hero, Bernie, portrayed by William H. Macy. With a reputation for being accessible by being relatable, Macy threads the needle between the common man and the mobsters. Having been digested by Vegas for years, Bernie is introduced to us as a man defeated and broken. With the sole hope of escape, it is clear that the facade of bright lights and fun times has faded for Bernie.
This town, you know, all I want to do is go someplace where I can tell night from day, where they got clocks on the walls. I can't breathe here anymore.
Beaten down by the routine of daily life, he has accepted that this is his life, and very little will change that. Enter Natalie. Having been consumed by Vegas, Natalie hasn't been chewed upon quite as much as Bernie. Having had her own past struggles, she too recognizes the toll the city has had on her. However, with the zeal that Maria Bello conveys, it is certain she is less of a defeatist and more of a survivalist.
The only friends you got now are the fucking guys on your payroll! You don't owe me anymore, Sally.
Enter Shelley. Completely consumed, yet never chewed upon, it is apparent that he does the chewing. Unlike Bernie or Natalie, Shelley thrives in the nature of Vegas. However, he cannot accept its evolution.
My point is, you don't fuck with paradise.
Come on, Jesus, Shelley. Hey, we're not trying to fuck with it. We're trying to make it better.
How? How? Nikki, how are you going to make it better? It's perfect just the way it is.
Brilliantly portrayed by Alec Baldwin, he is both victim and perpetrator, even though both are self-inflicted. And it is this trio which lies the nuts and bolts of the film, each with their own problems and each with their own motivation. Reliant upon each other whether they wish to admit it or not, they all need one another for something. Freedom, love, security. Each of these characters have clear goals and motivation to explain exactly why they do what they do. That clarity goes beyond our primary characters too, but for this video's sake, let's stick to our trio. Hesitant to show their hand, each one of them possess the key to each other's goals. However, nothing comes without a cost. Bernie needs Shelley's blessing to leave, but doesn't want to leave Natalie. Natalie needs Shelley's money, but has to hurt Bernie to get it. Shelley wants Bernie to stay, but does so at the expense of the casino's future. Everyone has their purpose, and that purpose goes beyond superficially being the good guy, or the bad guy, or the love interest. It is an example of what should be done in film, but something which seems to be lacking in the evolution. A sentiment curiously echoed by our antagonists, although directed towards Vegas.
But the business has changed. Just take a look at the strip, you see what I'm talking about.
What? You mean that Disneyland Mook Fest out there? Huh? Come on, you know what that is? Huh? That's a fucking violation, is what that is.
And what better city for this story to take place? Juxtaposed with the city synonymous with cheerful lighting and happiness, the cooler serves Vegas to us with some of its more sad inhabitants. This cross-pollination of dour locals in an uplifting environment makes us feel their pain even more. It reminds us that the outside can look very different from the inside. Not everything is what it seems. That facade is something which can dissolve over time, and can eat you alive if you cannot evolve with the time. As sad as that may sound, it isn't as sad as the lack of awareness around this film. Although it garnered Oscar and Golden Globe nominations for Alec Baldwin, it still seems to be another great movie which fell between the cracks. And it's a great movie for several reasons, many which I didn't explore here. The acting, the cinematography, Mark Isham's wonderful jazz score. If there's one strength of the Cooler worth emphasizing, it is that which I have highlighted already: the characters' reasons and motivations. The Cooler is a perfect example of how this is executed, and if I were a betting man, I'd bet that it's enough to win you over, if it hasn't already.